Reading 1. The English and French come to Canada. Although the Vikings from Iceland were the first Europeans to come to Canada, they did not stay permanently. In 1497, Giovanni Corbato, also known as John Cabot, sailed from England to Newfoundland. He claimed the land for the King of England. The English were glad that Cabot found Canada because the fishing was very good. Every summer, many ships sailed to Newfoundland to fish off the Grand Banks, and they would return to England for the winter. In the early 1500s, the French came to Canada. They were the first permanent settlers from Europe. They set up fur trading posts in Arcadia, parts of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island, and along the St. Lawrence River. The first Canadian city, Quebec City, was founded by Samuel de Champlain on the site of an older Indian village called Stadacona. The French lived by hunting, farming, and fur trading with the Indians, First Nations people. The First Nations people bought pelts of beaver. The First Nations people brought pelts of beaver and other animals to the French, who traded blankets and trinkets in return. The French then sold the pelts in Europe for a lot of money. The English began to settle in Canada too. There were many struggles between the French and the English for control of Canada. In 1759, in the Battle of the Plains of Abraham outside Quebec City, British General James Wolfe and his troops defeated the French army led by General Montcalm. In 1763, at the end of the 7 Years' War between England and France, France was forced to give all its land to North America to England. The Canadian colonies now had an English king, but the majority of the people who lived there were French. Although the colonies in what is now Quebec came under British control, the Quebec Act of 1774 gave the people in that region some basic rights, freedom of religion, and French civil law. The British traveled to the west, where they set up fur trading posts and settlements. Today, English is spoken by the majority of people in Canada. The Canadian system of government is based on the British system. About 80% of the people living in Quebec speak French as a first language. French speakers are almost found in every part of Canada. There are French newspapers, radio, and TV stations across the country.